I have the pleasure now of introducing you to two more of the partners in Dyer Garofalo, Mann and Schultz, two more of your hometown attorneys. Joining me now is Matt Bruder and David Marquis. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
First of all, you do the negotiation part of the law firm. Do we need to negotiate who I'm going to talk to first here, or what are we going to do about that?
I will take that.
There you go. See, he sat there quietly. That was awfully nice. So explain to us really what negotiation is.
What happens is when somebody needs an attorney or has questions about an accident, let's say they were involved in, unfortunately, an auto accident, they would contact our firm and they'd get the opportunity to meet with either David or myself or one of the associates to discuss the accident itself and what their rights are against the insurance company.
Many people don't even understand that they have particular rights. Can you talk to us about what exactly those rights are?
When we first meet with a client, we explain to them the full gamut of what is about to happen. They come in with an understanding that the insurance company is going to do the right thing, they're going to step up and be good people, and you're going to be in good hands or whatever the advertisement has told them. Unfortunately, that's not what happens, so we need to explain to them the rights of their own policy and the rights of that they have against the other party. Those rights include the right to be compensated for their medical bills, their lost wages, their pain and suffering, to have their car taken care of, and to have a rental car while that car is being repaired.
So it's a pretty complex issue. Definitely one you don't want to navigate on your own. You guys are in charge of all the satellite offices, so when someone needs Dyer Garofalo, Mann and Schultz, they definitely don't have to go very far. 14 satellite offices that you spend many hours at each office. So these are not people that are going to just, a lot of law firms will send out someone that's an investigator or things like that. That's not the case with you.
Correct. We run into a lot of people, unfortunately, as you mentioned, a lot of out-of-city or even out-of-state attorneys who will contact these individuals and will send an investigator or have them speak to a paralegal. We make sure that you meet with an attorney. We'll come to your home or your hospital. One of the things that David and I know, talk about quite often, and probably the best aspect of our job, is getting to go to meet with these people in the communities. Just this week, I've been in Greenville, Springfield, Lima, and you get to help people right from the get-go when they have the most questions, as David mentioned. You know, what should I do? I'm without a car. I can't work. I have these medical bills that are already piling up. What am I supposed to do with this? And it's exciting to be able to get there when people need you the most and be able to offer them the assistance.
So we say negotiation. I think one of the fears many people have is when they get a hold of a lawyer or they contact a lawyer that they're going to end up on trial, you know, in a courtroom, but that's what you're trying to prevent.
Exactly. We're trying to keep the case out of court if at all possible. We found, Matt and I, over the past 15, 18 years, 75 to 85% of the cases will never see the inside of a courtroom. We're working hard from the initial point, from the time the client comes in, to get the case resolved, to keep it out of court, to get them compensated, get them back on their feet. In the event that it can't settle, we have a litigation group. I think you're going to speak to them later.
Yeah.
They'll step in and take the case and move it towards court.
So when you talk about that too, the whole part of I've been injured, now I can't go to work in my car and all of those things, do you wait until your injuries, you've recovered from them fully before you contact someone like you, or does that settlement happen sometime in between?
What we found is that it's best to contact an attorney as quickly as possible, even if it's just to find out what your rights are. A lot of times, unfortunately, people will, as David had mentioned earlier, the insurance company is telling them, we'll take care of you and everything will be okay. And then as a month goes by or 2 months go by, they find, again, that the medical bills are piling up, that, hey, my car hasn't been taken care of. What's going on with all this? And as David had mentioned earlier, it's important. Find out what your rights are. The quicker that we can get involved in a case, generally the better it's going to be for that individual, because now they don't have to speak to the insurance company. They don't have to gather their medical records. They can let us handle that for them. And that way they can focus on the most important thing, which is getting better, getting the treatment they need to get better while we take care of all the aspects of dealing with the insurance company for them.
And as we know, that can be a very important thing when you have everything else going on in your life and you're injured, to take something off your plate as big as that. Thank you both. Absolutely insightful. I appreciate it.
Thank you.